So welcome back to another very special Halloween reaction, and this is The Haunting of Hill House. A show I've been meaning to get to for quite a while, and just for many reasons it didn't really, couldn't really find the time, or I was busy doing other shows, stuff like that. But I thought, sometimes you just have to take it episode by episode, watch one where you can. And when the idea came up for this, to do some special kind of Halloween themed stuff, I was like, well, I have to do Haunting of Hill House. It's kind of the perfect time. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to see what this is all about. I know it's supposed to be kind of creepy and scary in parts, which we'll see how it goes. We'll see how well I cope. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to see, exactly what this is, because the hype about it's been so huge, and I've heard many, many good things. So yeah, don't really know a lot about it. I know a few of the cast members. I know the lead from Leverage, that TV show's in it, and I really like him, so I'm excited to see what his role is, and I think the mum from Spy Kids is in it. That really dates me as when I was born, but yeah, very, very excited to check this out and see what it's all about, so let's get into it. Is there someone still outside there?
Are you awake?
Is there someone in the doorway?
Is Nellie's awake?
Oh, I think it's just a statue. I like his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pillow. I'm just going to focus on the good things before it goes to shit. Did you shut that door? Oh god, oh no.
Shirley's sleep talking again.
Is anything good?
Surely not.
And then I looked up at the ceiling, and there he was, hanging there, upside down. I could see his water.
Have you got any nicer stories?
In fairness,
Is that Dario from Game of Thrones, just with short hair? Oh dear. Fuck that shit.
To see her one last time and tell her you love her.
I don't need to say goodbye.
A lot of people feel that way at first.
Is it because she's hanging from the ceiling in his bedroom?
That's what Mommy said. She just stares at me. And her eyes must hurt.
Why?
Because she doesn't blink.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Spiral staircase and everything. All the workings of a haunted house. It's the creepiest of the staircases.
What do you think is in there? What if it's a cotton
Death.
candy machine?
I want to see what's in there too. Let's go see if Daddy's
I don't. It's gonna be awful.
I hope you're well, Millie. I mean,
So they're not all very close nowadays, by the looks of it. Some nice tattoos.
Where'd you come from?
What's that about? I'm just kind of a germaphobe. That's okay, none taken. Was it something I said? No. We just did what we came here to do, yeah? Okay then.
And they say romance is dead.
I'm just waiting for an apology. I'm drawing boundaries, which is something you might want to look into.
Lots has gone on by the sound of it.
Boundaries. Maybe a brick wall when it comes to Luke.
I'm interested in what's going on with Luke. Well.
Remember the necklace?
Oh boy, triggered.
I love you, Daddy.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I don't think you are, sweetheart. Oh dear. I'm no expert, but that's not the place to be.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going.
Oh god, was he just talking to no one? Occupied. I don't like this one bit.
You keep your eyes closed no matter what you hear. You don't open them. You promise?
Ugh. What is happening? Yeah, I was going to say, where's the mum? I feel like something bad's happened to her. Is Bent Neck Lady actually the mum? Oh no. I don't know why, but the image of someone just like hanging from the ceiling is just creeping me the fuck out. No one come out of there, please. Okay. I have several questions about this scenario. Number one, what the fuck? What? Oh. Ooh. Oh no, water. Water, he's gonna hear the honk thing of the horn. And why are you sleeping without the curtains closed? I mean, that was a cool transition.
Used to be a stop sign there until recently. Water damage is no joke. Happens all the time.
How do you explain the body hanging from the ceiling?
And the man I saw hanging from my ceiling?
Yeah.
The mind. It is a powerful thing, man. Most times they're just what we want to see.
Why would I want to see my Carl like that?
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's better than never seeing him again.
I don't know about that.
Well, did he tell you what happened that night? Because all I've got are those tabloid quotes. He refuses to tell us anything else.
He believed it, Steve.
I think we're gonna find out.
What you're doing, Mom?
Mom was mentally ill. It's a fact. I'll be damned if the apple didn't fall too far from it. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. That was.
Wow, indeed.
Nobody's buying the novel, Cheryl. It's just tabloids. It's family court. This type of stuff doesn't help in a custody hearing. They never
Oh
found
my
charges.
god.
I was never placed under arrest. It was a suicide.
The true monsters, the tabloids.
I want the gates and the doors kept locked at all times, and I want to know every day that it's empty. No gardeners.
Oh man, I really want to find out what happened.
There's something up with Nell. She may show up at the house today.
At my house?
Oh,
The house, yeah.
they're not together anymore.
Hello, young man.
There's no need to feel down.
The world is dark, young man, and he only lies.
And full of terrors.
Jesus Christ. He's also familiar with the Talmud, Talmud, the Torah, the Quran, Greek mythology. And he reads a lot of Carl Sagan,
Damn.
Shakespeare. Why is that, honey?
Because there are more things in heaven than earth, Horatio.
Then you're dreaming in your philosophy. Very good, man. Well, I don't suppose either of you...
Drop the fucking mic.
You know, I used to have have imaginary friends too. They go away when you get bigger. S.
I don't think she's imaginary.
Imaginary.
She's a demon thing.
You can hang out all the time. You can draw
Aww.
together. No gross. Just Stevie and Luke. Where do you get the ideas for these drawings?
Hell.
Hey,
Oh?
hey, Steve. $200 here. You hand me that iPad.
Damn.
Keep the cash and sell that old camera. I need the iPad.
Oh, shitting hell.
You just stood there and watched him loot me? Christ, no.
I'm not sure it's actually her.
So you hit up everybody.
Oh. Right. I had a feeling she was going to die, but... Fuck. Well, that was very, very good. I really, really enjoyed that. A really kind of great setup of all these like different characters, and I really enjoyed having like these two separate timelines, but you just don't know what's going on in either of them. So I'm sure it's going to be like a long-running mystery of like what actually happened to the family's like mum, what actually happened on that whole kind of night there, and clearly that kind of changed that family forever, and they grew apart for various different reasons by the looks of it. I'm sure we'll get lots of answers and backstories kind of filled in as the show goes on. And I'm always kind of sad that I'm not going to have time to watch this, at least for a little while, to carry on, because this was a fantastic setup. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, honestly, because I'm not really good with like creepy, scary stuff, but it actually wasn't so bad. For all I know, it could get a lot worse as the episodes go on, but as like a setup, I thought all the characters were really interesting, and they gave us a great idea, I think, of exactly how they work and who they are, what they're doing, and comparing that to like them in the flashbacks, I thought was really interesting. Like highlighting little things like the relationship between, I wrote down as many names as I could, Steve and what was the little brother with glasses, I think, who ended up being like an addict or something. Was that Luke? I think it was Luke. Steve and Luke. We saw them kind of getting along quite well as kids, and then that almost immediately cut to them as adults, and Luke was like robbing his place, which I thought was kind of like, whoa. So seeing that this family's been quite fractured by the events of whatever happened to their mum, I thought was really cool, and the fact that it really like changed the dad forever, and he kept the house but wouldn't let anyone go in, and he's clearly been hiding this really dark secret about what happened there that night, and just seeing how that's torn his whole family apart for different reasons, like Steve kind of selling the story and making a book out of it, and things have fallen apart with his wife since then, and we had Theodora, who kind of seems to be a bit maybe of a loose cannon almost, and obviously Nell seemed to be forever changed by whatever happened to her in that house, with like the bent neck lady, which was really creepy, and obviously with her mum as well. That seems to have led to her death, which is kind of like, holy shit. So it will be interesting seeing everyone's reactions to that and how they deal with that, and how they get kind of pulled back into this mystery, because I feel like they're going to maybe all go back to the house together and kind of solve the mystery or whatever, which is kind of a really great setup, and I really, really did enjoy this a hell of a lot. I think the show's based on a book, I think, so I would be quite interested in kind of reading that and seeing what, how that translates with this, and the adaptations and stuff that they've made. But yeah, this was really, really great. I thought the cast were great. The mysteries are kind of set up really intriguing with the mum and all the kind of spookenings going on. I was really invested in all the characters, surprisingly, and where things had gone with them in their adult lives. For some reason, I really liked Theodora. I feel like she gave like a very interesting impression as like a very interesting character. Then we saw a bit of Hugh, obviously the dad, and I also really liked Steve. I think the actor's Dario in Game of Thrones. I think he looks like him, but I'd have to picture like longer hair. But I thought the actor did a great job as Steve. Great sense of like naturalism to the character, and almost kind of, to me at least, it kind of felt like he almost knew that something was off with like that lady's story they went to go and see, which I really liked as well, that kind of whole backstory with those two, and him kind of getting inspiration for another book. I enjoyed that. It felt like he maybe knew that something wasn't quite right, but he just kind of explained it away anyway. Kind of like his dad did to him his whole life, so he probably just embodied that kind of mindset himself, which I thought was interesting, and I really, really liked that approach to things. And yeah, it was suitably creepy, I feel like, with the atmosphere and the locations and the setting and all that. I thought they did a really great job with that. Establishing a lot of the characters. Hopefully we'll kind of focus on lots of different, like siblings and even Hugh as time goes on, and learn a bit more about them. Because I feel like this was very much almost like a Steve-centric one. We got quite a bit of Shirley as well, but I feel like a lot of the action was kind of dedicated on Steve. So I don't know if he's like the main character, or we kind of focus on different ones and different characters each episode. I'm not quite sure, but I will be interested in finding out when I carry on, because I definitely need to carry on now, because this was a very, very good first episode, and I'm very intrigued as to what is going on, and I really want to find out. When that happens, I don't know. Will I react to it? I don't know. Maybe it's something to watch in my own time. This is obviously just like a one-off for now for Halloween, as I said. But if people would want to see me react to the rest of this eventually, I can't promise when it would happen. But I'll, save it until reactions. But yeah, this was a really, really strong first episode. I really enjoyed it, and I'm not big on like horror and creepy stuff, but I got really soaked in and sucked into this first episode. And it's kind of like a slow burning kind of thing, introducing all these little elements, and I was still like fully involved. So I think that's testament to how enjoyable and great that was. The hour just like flew by. So yeah, very, very interested in watching the rest of that, but this was excellent. I really did enjoy this a hell of a lot. So yeah, definitely something to revisit in the future, for sure. So yeah, that was The Haunting of Hill House, episode 1. Very, very impressed. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and there'll be, I think this is the second day of like my 4 days of like Halloween special reactions, I think. So yeah, come back tomorrow for another new kind of Halloween reaction video, and until next time, thanks for watching.